Let's think about it for a second. We try to find paradise and we're that with every step we are easing the very map that led us there. We're loving nature to death, turning the world's last centuries into museums of our own footprint. Strong, right? But it's our reality. So, this is where the things get interesting. Welcome to today's episode. My name is Juliana and I'm going to be the host of this round. And we're going to explore the silent paradox and it's how the human desire to admire beauty can eventually become its greatest enemy. We're going to dive into real-world cases, especially in Fernando of Noronha archipelago in Brazil. Is it possible to be tourist without being destroyed? How tourism, which is born from desire to admire nature, can become one of its greatest risks. Well, tourism still create pollution and pressure on ecosystems. Take into account that the human role is often one of the determinants due to the unintended consequence of high-density tourism. Tourism pollution does not only damage the visible landscape, it gradually pushes ecosystems toward a critical tipping point where the natural balance can no longer be sustained. As human activity increases, elements such as waste accumulation, water contamination, and noise disruption begin to interface with essential ecological processes. These kind of things change ecosystem to be one of growing sustainability. Unless effective conservation strategies are implemented, what was thriving systems may become permanently fragile to degrade. To understand the weight for the argument, we must look at the scientific evidence from Atlantic island of Brazil. Research has identified that in many of these areas, the carrying of capacity has already been exceeded. Look at this data, which are alarming. With an average of 60,000 tourists annually, has the demand of basic resources, especially water. In fact, these resources has a reliance of engineering alternatives like rainwater harvesting to supplement systems that cannot satisfy local and tourist demand. Also, there is dangerous dynamic where the fragile environments import resources and import ways of meticulous collation of data recording, influence, and sewage streaming shows that without human planning, the environmental impact is devastating. Anyway, poor planning who full control human growth, it not only causes direct environmental damage, but also leads to a significant increase in CO2 emission, further compromising the sustainability of the region. Anyway, poor planning who full control human growth, this not only causes direct environmental damage, but also leads to a significant increase in CO2 emissions, further compromising the sustainability of the region. Are we guests or owners of the planet? At the end of the day, like this science shows us that when human density is not managed, we don't just to visit an ecosystem, we destabilize it. If we don't implement rigorous public policies and conservation strategies, the very paradise that boosts the economy today will be too degrade to survive tomorrow. So next time you pack your bags and change paradise, ask yourself, are you leaving footprints or are you protecting them?